A new court filing lays out the Missouri Attorney General's arguments against all transgender care for minors and adults.
A Missouri court gave Andrew Bailey's office until Monday night to file his arguments before she makes a decision on whether to block his restrictions on the procedures. Our political editor, Mark Maxwell, has more details about the Attorney General's claims. Mark.
Kelly and Mike, that 62-page court filing lays out many of the same arguments we've already heard in court, but it also gives the judge a chance to read through the medical studies and citations before she makes her decision. I'll read some of the language to you now. The state of Missouri describes gender-affirming care like puberty blockers, hormone therapy, and surgical operations as a growing emergency and says it has a compelling government interest and justifies the need for this rule because of a sharp uptick in the number of individuals receiving these types of interventions. The court says, or rather the Attorney General's office says, the Missouri legislature has the authority to ban these experimental procedures entirely. Experimental is their word. So they say Missouri can take the steps, the less stringent steps of simply requiring this informed consent and guardrails, they call them. Those guardrails would ensure that informed consent in writing, forcing doctors to disclose puberty blockers and cross-sex hormones are not approved by the FDA to treat gender dysphoria. The head of Vivint Health today criticized those restrictions and said the FDA should approve the treatments.
That would certainly make this easier because the medical consensus clearly affirms it. Medical associations clearly affirm it. If the stickler is that the FDA hasn't approved it, they certainly should.
Bailey's restrictions are not only subject of scorn in the trans community. They're not even widely accepted in his own party. Secretary of State Jay Ashcroft, who's running for governor as a Republican, recently told a local radio station he doubts Bailey will win this case in court. And while Ashcroft may not agree with the procedures himself, he doesn't think the government should restrict it for adults.